Well, we just had the Ogden Train Show.
That is one of the best train shows. I just look forward to it every spring.
And I think this year was one of the best.
Oh, it is crowded. Wow, a lot of people.
And we rode the train up. We love taking the train. When they hold a train show in a train station, how good is that? Because you can actually ride the train to the train show.
Which I prefer to do anyway, because you can wave bye-bye at all the cars stuck on the freeway.
I really enjoy coming up to Ogden.
I do too. It's always fun.
It's, I guess some people might think of it as kind of a negative attitude, but I love coming up here because it just doesn't change that much.
Not really. It stayed the same even when my auntie lived up here.
I lived up, well, I went to school up here for a brief period, and
Right.
it looks a lot the same. The roundhouse and everything was here then, and I really enjoyed that. But I just love the fact that this is kind of a place caught in time.
Right.
The station where they hold this, the Ogden Union Station, it's just a magnificent place. It's something to see.
Right. A lot of historic significance here, and the building is really cool too.
This is always a really fun group. They do kind of, I guess you could call it high railing. It's Lionel, it's 3-rail, but they do it with a real scale attitude.
Oh, nice.
And they've got a lot of Steve Stribble's buildings on their railroad, which
They
is
sure
fun.
do.
So their goal is to make something that looks very accurate while still doing 3-rail Lionel equipment, if you will, but highly detailed stuff. And I guess we could call these guys the founders of the feast.
Oh, yes.
The hostlers.
Yes.
This is their train show, and they've got a couple of different modular railroads, this HO, and they've got an N as well. And so it gives them a chance to bring their modular railroads out and set them up while putting on one of the best train shows we've ever been to.
Right. I get a lot of great ideas from looking at their modules.
Like this, there's a rainstorm that they do on this little western village.
Isn't that
here.
cool?
It's turned off right now, but it's a spectacular effect. And here we have the N-scale railroad.
That's always fun to look at.
One of the things I like about N is if you're going to do Class A railroading with the big, huge trains, pulling long, even 100-car trains and that sort of thing. That's something you can actually get away with in that scale.
Exactly. Boy, in G-scale, no way.
Not unless you have 40 acres to dedicate. Here we have the American Firefly.
Firefly.
The Firefly. They have both three-rail and American Flyer, but a fun group, and they want to play toy trains, and they make no bones about it.
Well, hey, I mean, you might as well. It's a lot of fun.
We all enjoyed it as kids, and these guys have just said, let's revisit that.
Exactly.
This is a hot thing, Legos.
I know, I've noticed it's really taken off.
There were 3 different Lego groups here, and it's gotten so popular, people have even started designating it L scale.
Right.
But it's just fun.
It is, and I'll tell you what, you go to the mall, there's a lot of Legos being purchased.
You got good timing. You got 3 Hogwarts Expresses out.
And, of course, dealers.
That is my favorite part right there.
Well, probably the largest amount of the floor space is dedicated to dealers because dealers come in from all over the United States to this train show to sell their wares. And I don't care what you're looking for, it's here somewhere.
Exactly. Now, I wouldn't have, bet the farm I would come across with the glow-in-the-dark pig, but I did.
Yeah, and I like looking for some of the 60s stuff.
Right.
Plastistruct and stuff, and brass. Check out the brass.
Oh, just about everything. Tools, trains, you name it.
Yeah, they were just, boy. And the fun thing is it's like scavenger hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to, you never know what you're going to find or what dealer's going to have it.
That's right, just like that pig.
And there's always at least one tool person here. So
Oh.
nothing but tools.
I hope more than that because, man, I've bought a lot of files since I started modeling.
I always look forward to one of the tool booths because I can't get out of there without buying something.
Exactly. Well, they won't let you either.
Oh, check out a Sidem Pacific Electric trolley.
Oh, my gosh.
I love these old Sidem. They did, I think, exclusively Pacific Electric. But, oh, that stuff is cool. And here we have the model railroad for the traveling rodeo cowboy.
Well, actually, that is my idea of a railroad because you can take it with you wherever you go.
And the Garden Railroad Society.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, one of our favorites because this is our size.
Yes.
They do predominantly 20 scale, and it's just so huge.
Oh, yeah.
And just fun to see. I always look forward to that. And this, it was just a father and son. And I said, "What's the club?" And the guy said, "Just my son and I."
Yeah, the son and I. Well, that's a good name for a club. My son and I. Yeah.
That's a good club because it's easy to form a meeting.
That's right.
Yeah.
And he basically, it's not that, sadly enough, it's not this son. It's the other son that's wandering around here somewhere.
Well, see,
you know.
he's the smart one. He's out looking at everything.
Well, he has the money. I've got, you know.
He's still going. That's pretty cool.
Grab my extra batteries. I got now charged them up left on my desk. So my phone is losing power.
And I haven't really looked at mine to see where it's at, but it's got to be on.
This is Wasatch N Scalers.
Right.
And they have this huge railroad, and the neat thing is they can set it up in a whole bunch of different configurations. So they put them in the upstairs hallway here, since they can set it up in a straight line and a circle, however they want to do it. But they're into realistic operations.
Right.
And boy, sometimes they'll just run trains around from end to end, and then sometimes they'll do all kinds of elaborate switching and set outs and that sort of thing. But always fun to see this group. Well, we have a lot more to show.
Right.
So we'll be picking it up right here. We've got a little tiny thing we want to show you on Tuesday, but then we want to get into the model contest
Oh,
here,
yes.
which was so amazing. and then also a lot of prototype equipment that was on display,
Yes.
including this WP engine that they were running.
Yes.
So that's all next Sunday's show. So you don't want to miss that. Because as we mentioned before, not only this is a train show, this is the Utah State Railroad Museum.
Right.
So I think it's about time for us to catch the train.
Literally.
Not this train, but the other train, and head on back to Salt Lake City. Well, we hope you enjoyed the show, and if you're not a subscriber to the channel, please subscribe. That way, at least you'll be notified when next week's show goes up.
That's right.
And the easy peasy way to subscribe is by clicking on the upcoming blue button. Zoink! Right there, the blue button. Well, we're not sure how you found this video on the internet. We hope you didn't find it boring, and we will see you here on Tuesday.
Right.
See ya.
We'll see ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.